very good to know also. How do your kid respond when you try to teach them the Yoruba language?
It's not,
anybody can go.
It's not an official teaching like we sit down and said, okay, I want to teach you Yoruba. We just speak. And then when the parents call, I think my daughter, she's just in grade 1. One thing she does is anything she's not, she'll just say, Mommy, what is grandma saying? But grandma knows she's not meant to interpret. Yeah. Just speak the Yoruba to her. So I just tell her, okay, grandma is saying, I was good today. And then once you interpret that to her, such question will not come up again because now she knows the interpretation of what grandma asked the last time. So it's not like we sat down and start teaching. And one thing also was the screen time. She discovered some channels like this Soapy TV. In fact, I did not even know. I think that was where she learned the kneel down because nobody's kneeling around her or see someone doing that. But there's this song they sing, how do you say good morning? I think they learned that basically from that screen time. And from that illustration, they show a girl saying Caro and kneel.
So you mean that you didn't introduce that to her?
Not like I sat down and do that.
Oh, wow.
She saw that from the screen. So she knew like, okay, this is how you greet in Yoruba land and we are Yoruba. So,
but now, Daniel, don't you think we as parents, because I think one of the major reasons why Yoruba language is one of the languages that is kind of difficult to pass it on to our children is because we don't make conscious effort as parents. Don't you think that? Because unlike we are in Finland right now, you see the way they treat Finnish language. To the extent that they will tell you that, all right, your child doesn't know how to pronounce certain letters, you have to send them to language therapy. So don't you think that is that time that we need to start approaching our language? The languages, in your case, you have so many languages, but they are still heritage.
That's a very good good point. As a parent, we need to make an effort to encourage the kid to speak. But as Omolara said, that the kid of nowadays, they pick things faster. And they have their ways of getting it. Yes, as a parent, we got to try. But also we got to understand one thing, that they are different to the way we were brought up. And you don't want to confuse them. They're already in a situation where they have so much challenges to get this language, this Finnish language, where they were born. And they are going through that. You just said now that, so they say, oh, they can't pronounce it, they have to go to. We have to fight through to say, no, I'm not going to let my kid do the Suomen second. I want her to do the first. I want her to do one. They give you that offer. First, they will send to say, okay, your children should go and do practice, and then when they go to the next after Escari, they go to the one, because I think my daughter and your daughter are the same level. So now, when they go, they want to continue with that. I said, no, you know what that effect of that? When they get, because they teach them a different kind of Finnish. And because these kids are going to go to universities here. When they come to the university level, that is going to have an impact.
It's not acceptable. It's not.
You see, it's going to have an impact on them. If they have to choose a course to study in Suomi, then it becomes a challenge. So already they are under enormous pressure because we parents are not speaking fluent Finnish or this. They have that psychology. So we are trying to a little bit flexible. Particularly me, high personality. I like, okay, I didn't even thought about that, to be honest. But I thought, okay, I want them to concentrate more on the Finnish side, so to be able to really get it right. And then I know they're going to pick that my own language, because I don't even know which going to pick. They're going to have to speak everywhere at a point in time. They're going to speak. So it's just too much. I just, okay, at a point in time. But we never close the gap for me, the chance of them learning the language, because as I said, we got to find balance for them. So I think if for me, I didn't put anything like, okay, today is Yoruba time to teach Yoruba time. Spontaneously, they learn it one by one way or the other. Hopefully, we change that. This might help. This kind of initiative might begin to help us as a parent to say, okay, truly, are we putting much effort to also encourage these children from this side of it? Even in as much we want them to do well here, where they are born, and then they grow up. So also, we don't want them to be to be total stranger when we take them home
to their homeland. Yeah.
So it's also because one day even if you don't take them, they will find a way to go by themselves.
Yeah.
They want to know.
So actually, I would say this. This is one of the major things that inspire Heritage Game. We want to create, because Heritage Game is being all the content, the production is being done by experts, in the language experts, the IT experts. Everything that the game requires is being done by experts. So the reason is to help the parents. In a way that if you take a look at it, when we started this conversation, we discovered that we are all busy. Sometimes we don't even have time to help to guide them through even the Finnish language. Not to talk of our own mother tongue. So that's the reason why the Heritage Game is very important and why we are very passionate about it. Omolara, let me ask you, do you think that raising children that we are raising abroad can truly stay connected to their heritage through language?
Definitely. I think everything, when we define culture, like I'm going to go to the normal social studies definition, like culture is the way of life. And then we say, what are the things that identify when you want to connect with your culture? We say language, dressing, and everything. So it is one major priority because you can't actually connect with your roots if you can't communicate with your roots. And what's the meaning of communication? The primary means of communication is the language. So if you can't, it's not like you're speaking the deep core Yoruba, because even me, I might not be able to speak those anymore. Not even those anymore. Like I can't speak them like that, but then that doesn't mean you still can't communicate and make people understand the message you're trying to pass. So language is very important, and children born abroad and raised here can still be connected to their roots.
All right. So before now we are going to move to the next question. But before we do that, I just want to crack a little joke. I think maybe in the next episode, what we're going to do is that we're going to tell parents to speak Yoruba language or their mother tongue for 30 seconds without adding English to it. Because the reason why it is very important, that particular game is very important, is that even people in Nigeria, they can't speak Yoruba without
coding,
adding any English language into it.